Hey guys, how's it going today? Welcome back to another episode of the Universim. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and welcome, yeah, back. Alright, so today we've got some serious problems. We've got some serious problems because, well, the hunger, food, sickness, water, all of that good stuff is a pretty serious problem for us. So I'm gonna try to fix this problem as quickly as we possibly can this episode. It's not going to be very easy. This problem is pretty, it happens quite often. I'll just say that. So if you're planning on playing this game and such, and also, or if you're playing this game and you have had this problem happen, we are going to try to fix that. Now, I am going to do my best at overproducing farms and doing it in the winter. So that way, when it is summer, we are producing as much food as we possibly can. I'm going to make sure that engineering huts are here. Contraception ban, we are not going to celebrate. Most of the time, you don't ever want to celebrate, by the way. In fact, I'm going to go out on a little bit. Yeah, you know what? I'm making the distinction. You never want to celebrate. Okay, celebrations are by far, like, probably the worst things you can do in this game. It's not worth it, ever. Happiness, sure, is important, but in the long term of things, it's not going to actually affect anything. So make sure to not celebrate. If it's a waste of creator points, chances are those creator points could be spent doing better things like repairing buildings that are potentially going to be hazardous and problematic. And in fact, there's just a whole bunch of infected zones, so that's another issue too. Also, as you guys can see, there's a bunch of infected zones out here, and this is because of our nuggets going out and adventuring looking for food and not actually finding anything. The other thing is too is I don't think we did end up setting. No, I need to find them to check this, but I don't think we ever actually set the hunting huts to actually go ahead and hunt. Because you do have to set those, and so I'm gonna go ahead and find those if I can. I mean, I could look them up. Yeah, let's go ahead and look them up. All right, garrisons, yes please. All right, show me where you are. Yes, all right, so we did not set these up. So we'll go ahead and set them up to hunt medium animals. Most of the time, hunting medium animals is by far the best. Until you kind of start over hunting, I suppose. And let's see if there's anything else. Yeah, I think that was the same one. I guess I didn't place these guys next to each other. Okay, I placed these ones next to each other, so go and set those, and those will allow us to get some additional food. You can also choose traps. I personally don't. Main reason being is because in my opinion, they're kind of a waste of time. So take that as you will. I mean, if you want to go through the time and effort of doing it, go right ahead. I personally don't like to, so I don't. All right, let's see here. What else can we do right now? So our food is going to run out really soon. How is water doing? So already I can kind of tell we are having a water problem because none of these wells, actually these drinkable water, these reservoirs are not doing too bad. But that's also probably because this area is not much is happening over here. So, and then cemeteries seem to be doing okay. They at least have some free spots, so that's good. We're going to also be upgrading quite a bit now. So I've gotten a comment about some help as far as planks go, and well, kind of like reinforced materials. or not reinforced, refined materials. Now, I want to make it kind of... Okay, so earlier on, it's okay to have supply chain issues. The issues come when there's food, water, electricity, and I guess sickness too, so like deaths and stuff, uncured deaths, and then also, of course, engineering and such. Food and water are by far the most important things. You guys want to have those under control. As far as, you know, reinforced materials go, it's really not that important. I wouldn't be worrying. Oh, geez, what are these guys doing out here? Who's living out here? Why? All right, so this is a sign that we need to set up some houses. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the holy ground. This will actually choose areas to place housing, and it makes it a little bit better. It allows you to control where residential areas are being built and such. I'm gonna choose that so that way at least people are kind of being... Oh, shoot. Just gonna... Alright. You know, not the worst thing that could happen there. That's fine. Yeah, what was I saying? So essentially we want to make sure that food and water are taken care of. If those things are taken care of, then your nuggets are happy. If they are not taken care of, then you've got an issue. So, also, did I never build a... did I really never build a weather thing? Let me see here. That would be very odd if I did not. Doesn't seem like I did. Wow, I did not. So we'll go and build that right now. So this is something that you should have. You only really need one. I can't believe I didn't build that. But, all right, so we've got a lot of things being destroyed here. We need engineering huts to be built. We need a whole bunch of stuff to be built. So that farm is going up pretty soon. Let's check hunger. We've got a lot of nuggets hungry, as you can see. So, what can we do? Let's check some infected zones. Okay, that was taken care of. Eateries are being upgraded, so that's great. All right, so yeah, going back to the comment in question. Having these sort of supply chain issues as far as refined materials go is okay. It's not the end of the world. It's kind of if you are trying to go for like efficiency, which is really hard to do in this game when it gets to being important, and it's just not. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. But if you're having issues where like you really aren't producing enough planks or something on the lines of that, then I would just recommend building more wood refineries. If you are noticing that your wood refineries are not constantly working, then you need more lumber camps. If all of that is being produced and it's pretty sufficient, but you're not really happy with the amount that you're producing, just build more wood refineries and build more lumber camps in relationship to those wood refineries. I don't really know how else to describe it. Okay, so you can also see that you have produced by buildings per minute and consumed by buildings per minute. So once I get a lumber camp, it's going to actually give me a number produced by buildings per minute. I am going to try to match the consumed by buildings per minute. I'm going to try to match that with the production as closely as I can, or go over it, so that way I'm overproducing. Yeah, I don't know what more to say about that. You either want to be overproducing or producing the exact same amount. You don't really want to be producing anything less. and you should, yeah, there's not much more to say about that. So if you notice that that's off, then that is really where the issue is. And we're gonna go ahead and upgrade. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get all of this. All of that stuff will help quite a bit with our sickness issue. It's not gonna help too much with our food issue, except for botany, I believe. Yeah, botany. So that one will help a lot. But all right, so let's see here. And now we're just gonna be kind of hoping that, oh, and we also see a whale here, so I'm gonna go ahead and snag that. And you can actually drop these right into eateries, so I'm gonna try to show that right there. So that eatery now has full of 10 food, and then there's also 50 food outside of that eatery. So that's one quick way to supply some eateries. You can also do that with mammoths too. So let's go ahead and find another eatery right there, and boom, they're now chock full of food. So that's one quick way you can kind of harvest food for your civilization. I honestly try not to do this, but the reason, also, I've gotten a couple of comments that are trying to sort of push, or not necessarily push, but trying to tell me about creator points and creator powers and such, and the use of creator powers and such. I know all about them. Me personally, I try to let my nuggets survive on their own and just kind of try to give them the buildings that they need to survive. And then I also occasionally will help them with mating, because they're pretty bad at that. So yeah, other than that, you know, that's just the way I play this game, I guess. Oh, and then also I had a couple of questions about, we're gonna go ahead and speed up the game now too, and hopefully things will improve. Also, right now we only have 5 sick and injured nuggets, so we're not even doing that bad as far as injured and sick. As far as health goes though, we're probably not doing that well. Yeah, let's go and heal a couple of these nuggets. Just to make sure they don't die. There we go. All right, and growing. I'm just kind of going through all of the farms, just making sure that they're all growing and making sure that nobody is, you know, off diddling their thumbs, twiddling their thumbs, not diddling their thumbs, twiddling their thumbs. Or I feel like I'm messing up that saying. Point is, twirling their thumbs, something along the lines of that. Go in cemetery, and we will go and place another cemetery right here. Just a little bit of overlap, not too much. And we are doing really well. Sorry, excuse my frog in the throat. We're doing really well on refined materials too. I usually don't do this well with planks and bricks, so this is a little bit out of the ordinary for me. So you can also see that there is actually a number that it gives for required for construction. So this is also a really useful way of kind of seeing where your demand is and your supply, how your supply is going. So if your total stored is a lot less, like significantly less than required for construction, your nuggets are going to eat away at that super quick. If it's about the same and it's really not too big of an issue and we're not supplying enough water, all right, let's go ahead and trickle effect on some reservoirs just to get things working. And let's build some water pumps. It's kind of weird focusing both on the camera and the game. Definitely is taking some getting used to. Also, is this... Okay, yeah, this building definitely... that building doesn't ever need to be repaired, so that's good. What is going on? What is that sound I'm hearing? Oh, it's Rick and Morty. We actually haven't seen them in a really long time. It's been a while. They should come through, unless they already had. They might have. Oh, there we go. There they are. You can't click on them, unfortunately. You can't really interact with them, but there they are. Fantastic show. Strongly recommend. All right, and they are gone. All right, so let's see here. How is everything going right now? So we can see that food is not doing too terrible. Water should actually start looking a little bit better. I'm gonna go ahead and place some more reservoirs though. And we're also gonna place some reservoirs behind buildings. So this is one of those sort of type of buildings that you can kind of fit wherever you want. They don't really have to be on roads or anything like that. They sort of work better on roads, but it doesn't save you that much time. So placing them behind things is totally fine and probably actually recommended. Giving other buildings space on road is usually better, but yeah. I mean, all buildings benefit from being on the road, but when you're providing this many water, this many reservoirs, it doesn't matter. So it's also like, it saves them maybe like 10 feet of travel. It's not by much, so not really anything to be worried about. And all right, so we actually have quite a good amount of farms now. So we'll just go ahead and make sure that all of these actually have some crops to plant. And yeah, that's pretty dang good. We're also actually going to get some water pretty soon. It's going to take a bit though. So that's the other thing too, is when it gets above 30 degrees Celsius, your reservoirs start evaporating water. So you theoretically are getting some water loss, which is going to decrease efficiency as far as water goes. I've never been worried about it, and yeah, I've never been worried about it, and it doesn't really seem to affect it that much. So I guess don't worry about it too much. So yeah, I don't think it's that big of an issue. We're gonna go ahead and upgrade all of our water pumps now, which is drastically going to help and improve the water situation. All right, nuggets infected by bad water. So we still have a couple of nuggets that are actively drinking from the lake, which is unfortunate. So let's go ahead and check some of these reservoirs. I mean, see, there's a little bit of drinkable water. There's not much. The other thing that we also should probably make more of is eateries. So I'm gonna go ahead and make some eateries out here. I like to make eateries near farms and anything that produces food. It's always going to decrease the amount of travel between those things. Unless, of course, they're getting it from a warehouse. And then in that case, you know, you want to build it next to warehouses. But you kind of want to, I don't know, there's like this nice mixture of spreading things around and combining things, and once you kind of understand like what sort of things interact with other things, you kind of start getting this feel of things. Like, for instance, it wouldn't make sense to make for instance a stone refinery across from a mountain where a stone mine is going to go. You're going to want those things really close to each other to decrease the travel distance as much as possible. And the same thing goes for food. Same thing goes for everything. Everything. Absolutely everything. So, I don't know what more I can say about that. I've kind of already... I feel like I've really drilled that into your guys' head already, so I don't know if I need to drill that in too much more. Alright, let's go and continue this research and see kind of what else we can do. Let's go food preservation 2. That's going to help quite a bit. So... Also, in case you guys didn't know, when you guys open the Mother Planet buildings, you have two options here. You have upgrade this specific building, and then you also have upgrade all buildings of this type. I always upgrade all buildings of this type. It saves me the hassle of going through each individual one. So that way we only have to click one. It saves a lot of time, but if you are kind of having some resource issues and such, and you only want to upgrade specific ones that are maybe already having, I don't know, too many people going to it or something on the lines of that, then sure, you can go ahead and upgrade that specific one. But to me, it doesn't matter too much. All of them are going to get upgraded eventually, so you might as well upgrade them all at once. All right, so we're kind of getting to that point that the commenter was kind of talking about. So as you guys can see, our total stored for planks is now a lot, or not necessarily a lot, but it is less than the required for construction. So at this point, we're probably going to get a point where we're not actually going to have enough planks to sort of keep up with construction, and that's okay. We're also still moving at 7.2 per minute, which is quite a bit. I would say that for every single resource, if you hit like 5 per minute or above 5 per minute, that's usually a good amount. All right, so we've got nuggets infected. I think this is mostly due to... this isn't even what I wanted. I wanted the news. Okay, so we got in some infected zones. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Okay, so we basically kind of have some nuggets that are just dying out in the wilderness. Not really that big of an issue. Not much we can really do about it. It's gonna happen. So I'm trying to like make sure that our nuggets kind of stay closer to home, but it's difficult. They kind of like to wander and go outside of home. So we'll go and pick up these bodies and just take them back. All right, and our population's increasing by quite a bit. Also, I don't know what's going on with this holy ground. I don't know why no houses are being built, but that's okay. All right, so what else can we get? How are we doing on educated nuggets, actually? Oh, right now we only have 10 educated nuggets. That's not too great. Let's go and check out the schools. What's going on at the schools? Okay, so the schools are working. Yeah, you know, we have 4 schools. I mean, it's a decent amount. It's not like a whole lot. We might actually maybe place a few more. Because we have 231 on unemployed. So let's go and place out some schools out here. Probably just like 2, not many. All right, so we got a new neighbor. So we got an exile. That's fine. We'll take him out later in the game. All right, and look at that. Our water is looking fantastic. Food is not looking too great right now. It is fall, so that is a little bit of a worry. I'm going to go ahead and check out some of the... Yeah, so this farm is going to harvest soon. This farm is harvesting, growing, harvesting soon, harvesting soon. Actually not going to harvest soon. They just harvested. Same with that one. Okay, so... Again, we're not getting the best results from our farms. That's okay. Well, it's not exactly okay. Also, actually not even getting that good from fishing piers either. Not entirely certain why that is. Let's go and place some fishing piers onto this lake. These fishing piers are going to be more useful in next season. But next season, we're going to have even more need for food, so we want to try to plan ahead for that. I'm also going to go ahead and place some more fishing piers on this one. That's probably going to be good. Let's get another engineering hut. We'll kind of overlap it a little bit. Just like that, looks pretty good. And what else can we get? Iron mine. Fantastic. We're going to need that. So, where can we place it? Alright. 2,900 is pretty decent. I'm going to try to place like 3 of these for right now. This one's not great, but it'll supply us iron, so not terrible. And let's go and upgrade all of our farms. And as we can see, our need for planks has shot through the roof. Honestly, bricks are doing pretty well, though. Just a little bit of a shock. Most of the time, I actually have a problem with bricks than I do planks. So, I don't know if there was a recent change or something that I didn't see in the patch notes about planks or something about wood, but I'm kind of used, I'm kind of used to the huge planet now, because I'm used to the more options than what we are currently having, and the fact that there's not a whole lot of good things, not a whole lot, but this one's not too bad. Look at that one. And we will also go and place another engineering hut. Alright, so our crime is kind of increasing. So, what do we want to do about that? Alright, let's go ahead and check out other things. Let's get Ministry of Water, Pulley System, and Ministry of Agriculture. And then we can go for Mathematics and Mining. Alright, so we do have an election going. Let's go for Scientific Focus. Alright, so we got the bunker. We have an earthquake coming up. I don't think I'm going to go ahead and place the bunker yet. Sleepy Spring Sanctuary. We still have some more anti-city alleys we can place. Let's go and place a couple more of these. Ooh, that's right. So, I'm also going to go ahead and get a farm. I'm going to actually make an additional farm instead of using an existing one. And this is going to be used to create devil's lettuce. Alright, guys. That is going to basically do it for this episode, and as you guys can see, we're not doing that great on these resources, but in all honesty, like I said, that is okay. It's not the end of the world if those resources drop to 0, and it's just going to slow down some things, and honestly, it's okay. Sometimes it's actually good. Sometimes it's good for your civilization to take a little bit of a slowdown, a little bit of a break from growing so much, because it can put a little bit of strain on everything. So keep that in mind, have fun, and just keep on playing. Keep on trying. Sometimes things end terribly, and sometimes you have to restart. Alright, so... Worshippers are angry. That's unfortunate. That sounds like something that Barry can take care of in the future. All right. In the meantime, though, thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, hit that like button. If you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, anything of the sorts, please leave them in the comments down below. And as always, if you guys are brand new to the channel and you guys like what you saw, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.